Where's Jess?
Hey guys, we're back. We're live. We've got sad news, but we're very happy to be back and talking to you. It feels like it's been a while since we've gone. Maybe it's just like a week or something. I don't know. It feels like a long time. But anyway, hey Clara, hey Jess, hey Stuart, how you doing?
Hey.
Maybe it's just like a week. So we're doing a live video. We're talking about the news that we got from Montenegro today that they're withdrawing. We're very sad about it, obviously. Well, I am. We'd love to know what you guys in the live chat think. But also, if you're not watching us live, please do comment below and let us know what you think to the news that Montenegro has withdrawn from Eurovision. They're not going to be in Rotterdam, guys, next year. Someone's leaving the party early, and I don't like it. And hello quickly to guys already in the live chat. So we've got AM Rifki. Loving this. AM Rifki, you're from Indonesia. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
We are really, we're stretching across the globe today. And it's your first time watching a Eurovoxx live stream. So welcome. I hope you watch many, many more with us. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We've also got Rye Bailey Reviews in the house. You're saying you're gutted. Me too. We've got CR7. Long time. I remember you joining us during Eurovision season. You're from Poland, I think. And I'm pretty sure you had exams. One of you girls might remember. I'm sure you had a birthday, you had exams. We've got Miss BB as well. Hello, Miss BB. Thank you for joining us. So, guys, in the live, let us know what you think about the news that Montenegro has withdrawn from Eurovision today. So, they were provisionally announced, or they kind of said they were hoping to be there. But we got the sad news today that they're not going to be in Rotterdam. I was going to say why. It's basically financial, isn't it, guys?
It must be, because it's really nice to have them. They always, even though they don't have the best results, they always bring something different, that little brush of color to the whole contest. And their entries, they might not be hugely successful, but they're local, like Eurovision fans successful. Like, we know all of the Montenegro songs. We love to sing to them in a party. The artists themselves, when we've interviewed them, are lovely, lovely people, and they're so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, we have to go back to last year, Jess, because those of you that don't know, Jess had a big Eurovision crush. She was Mrs. Montenegro. Tell us, Jess.
Well, I mean, if you want to know this kind of love story as such between me and Vanya Radovanovic, I interviewed him at the London Eurovision party. And if you watch the interview on our YouTube channel, you can see how well the interview went between us. And he's a lovely guy. He has a nice smile, nice voice, nice song. He gets a thumbs up from me.
Actually, funny fun fact, I was doing an art festival this summer in Latvia, and Vanya Radovanovic's cousin, which is Pedja Radovanovic, who's also an artist, was in doing the same festival as I was doing.
Cool.
Oh, well, we're always big fans of Vanya from Montenegro. We have to say hello to Oran as well over in Ireland. Oran, you're feeling sad. Deep. Hey, Deep. How you doing? Yes, if you didn't know, Montenegro have withdrawn from Eurovision. We're hoping it's only going to be for a year, but they're definitely not going to be in Rotterdam next year. Arianel Alive, hello to you. You're very sad that Montenegro have withdrawn, but you think Kosovo could replace them. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. I still don't think Kosovo are eligible to enter Eurovision. Hey to Emily, ESC as well. Oh, Mfrem. I remember you, Mfrem. You've got a new account, so welcome to your new account. Hey, Gareth Bowen. We've got Jan Zatsis in the house. Hello. Jess, for you.
Thank you.
And Gareth Bowen, yes, we were just talking. The reason is financial. So I think they've got some. I don't know if they're debts, but there's things that they can't pay off in time for them to be able to take part in Eurovision. Now, Stuart, this is another story of a country withdrawing due to financial difficulties. Obviously, we had Bosnia and Herzegovina haven't been with us for a few years.
Slovakia.
Slovakia, yeah. I mean, what do you think can be done to make sure that these countries that maybe don't have such large bank accounts can take part in this contest? Because it should be a contest for everyone, right? No matter whether you're rich or poor, big or small.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a big question. I think it's a difficult one to answer. I think that what it comes down to is, prioritizing the music. And it isn't to say that Montenegro hasn't. I think that there have been a lot of instances where they've tried to experiment. They've really kind of touched upon a lot of bases with the entries that they've put forward. And the reason for that, for people who may not know, that qualifying to the final isn't just about bragging rights or finding a place. It's also there is a financial interest in it, because the final has a much larger viewing audience than the semifinals do, and it's been shown that when countries don't qualify for the final, their domestic audience don't tune in as much as they do when they know that they're going to be in the final. So in this case, Montenegro has really struggled in some years. I think they've only qualified twice. So that's a part of it, but it's also like there's no easy fix to that, because it's really just the nature of the competition, competing with all the other songs and appealing to the audience so that you get those votes and those jury votes as well. So yeah, I don't know. It's a hard question to answer.
Maybe we're going to have to find some sponsorship for Montenegro. Yes, they won't be taking part next year, but let's do some crowdfunding. We want to see them. We want to see them at Eurovision in 2021. Now, you mentioned, Stuart, that they've qualified twice. Got a few people in the live chat asking us what our favourite Montenegrin entries have been, and we'll come to that. But let's just quickly say hello as well to more people in the live chat. We've got ESC Karins. Hello to you. We've got Alexandros Theo over in Greece. Tyrone Somua, who I think is in the Netherlands. You're asking about Hungary, so we still don't know about Hungary, but maybe we'll touch on that at the end. We've got Paolo. Hey, Paolo, thank you for joining us. Philosaurus as well in the house, who's reminding us 185 days, 23 hours, 52 minutes, and some seconds to go to Eurovision 20. Wow, you're really counting down, Philosaurus. We can't wait. It won't come a moment too soon. I've also got to say hello.
Eurovision.
Yeah, Clara, I've just got to say quickly, I missed someone out. We've got Calamis as well. But Clara, you were saying Junior Eurovision.
Yeah. It's
2 weeks?
It's on 2 weeks, I think.
3
Yes.
3 weeks.
2 weeks, 3 weeks. I can check my calendar if you give me a second.
I'm holding up 6 fingers for some reason, but yeah, 2 to 3 weeks. And don't forget to look out for
2
Team
weeks
Europe.
and 2 days. 2 weeks and 2 days.
Yeah, but Montenegro, Stuart, you said that they've qualified twice to the Eurovision final. They've never had a top 10 entry. They first took part in 2007 with a song that I don't even know or remember, Stevan Fadi, with Jess, you might have to help me out here. I
and it was all rocky, and he had a guitar. And
oh yeah, I remember.
I do remember someone with hands all over his. You guys in the live chat might be able to remember us. Hello as well to Feathery from Belarus. Hello to you. Привет. Thank you for joining us. Let us know what you think of the news that Montenegro won't be taking part in Eurovision next year, Feathery. And also thank you for putting on a great Junior Eurovision. Last year it was. Jess is a huge Belarus fan. You love Minsk.
Yes. I love Belarus.
Got a deep inside.
But yeah, the first time they qualified actually was in 2014 with Sergei Chetkovich with Moje Svet. I do remember that one, a beautiful Balkan ballad.
Yeah.
And then skater on stage as well. That was really, really well done, I think.
Yeah, and then the following year, Stuart, I think you remember this one. I can never say it, Knez, with Adio, which was again another beautiful Balkan ballad. So they found some success, they followed the formula, and they qualified again, and they came 13th, so quite near to the top 10. But then it kind of all went downhill. 3-4 non-qualifications. So Highway, we had, who can forget Slavko?
He's a Eurovision legend.
Definitely.
Well, Slavko will tell you himself. He's a worldwide star. Poor old Mr. Jess, Vanya Radovanovic, didn't qualify in Lisbon, and then guys, D-Moll.
Oh.
Yeah. Wasn't Chris a
D-Moll.
big fan of D-Moll?
Pardon?
Yeah. Say
Chris,
again.
wasn't Chris a big fan of D-Moll?
That was his favorite. I think his favorite, or one of his favorite songs from this year, and they were one of my favorite acts because I loved. We loved spending time with the guys, and and they were really enjoying the experience. So big up to D-Moll. If anyone from D-Moll is watching, we love you and we miss you. We always said we would miss you when you're so we'd love to see you.
We almost managed to get one to become part of Eurovoxx.
Yeah. we need to follow up on that, I think.
Yes.
Jakob, we haven't heard from you for a while. Hello to Euroboy4 from Greece, Kalispera. Also Alexander Pagels as well. Montenegro was in your top 3 in 2013, 15 and 16. Wow, so you're a Montenegro fan. Also, Deep, you're saying your favourite Montenegro songs 2013, 15 and 17 as well. Some other of you are saying CR7, your favourite was 2015. So that would have been Adio. I mean, it was their most successful entry. Let's talk about Adio quickly, because for me, it's probably one of my favourite Balkan entries at Eurovision. There's been so many great ones, but I'll tell you a little story. I was traveling around the Balkans in 2015. Adio was a song I was listening to all the time. Every time I was on a train, every time I was on a bus, and I literally had it on repeat. Such a beautiful, beautiful song. And I'm sad that they didn't follow that formula for the next few years, that they kind of went down a bit of a different route. But guys, Adio, let's talk about it.
I liked how it was staged. It was simple, but it was effective. The colors they chose on the staging were really nice. It was very Montenegrin. And the guy had a lot of charisma. He had an interesting face from a person that does portraits. But and the song was really catchy. It was like a Balkan ballad too. It was what we expect. Everything, all of the ingredients of a nice Balkan ballad with like the Balkan dancing moves. It was good. It worked. The formula worked.
Jess, I mean, Vanya did come back with a kind of beautiful Balkan song as well, but maybe just didn't stand out enough, wasn't special enough in what was a really, really difficult contest to qualify from the semis in Lisbon last year.
Yeah, I mean, Vanya had a good song, but it wasn't a great song. And I think a song like Adio was much more powerful and more impactful than a song like Vanya's song, which was more soft and more kind of quiet. I mean, they're both very good in their own right, but sorry, Vanya, I prefer Adio.
Oh, you just broke his heart.
The divorce, the divorce proceedings start now, Jess. Stuart, I don't know if you know this one, Stuart. AM Rifki is brought Montenegro 2013. So this was the men in the spacesuits. Do you remember with the Montenegro rapping? Loved this one.
Yeah, I was a big fan of this one. I have to say, it was one of those things that I had to watch later, well after it debuted at Eurovision. And I remember seeing it come up frequently in compilation videos on YouTube. And I watched it and thought that I wouldn't, because it just seemed like kind of regular straight up dubstep, which doesn't seem to... I wouldn't guess that it would do that well at Eurovision. But then I watched it and I was so digging it. I loved the way that the woman was singing and the way that they were dressed, even though like there was definitely a campness to it. It was still really cool. And by the end of it, I was bopping along. And I know that one kind of splits the room in a lot of situations. But yeah, I was a big fan. I think that would be my favorite Montenegrin song, actually.
Ooh.
Probably one of my favourites after Adio as well, I have to say. I mean, for me, it's something that at that time in 2013, you could have heard, was it 2013, 2015? 2013. 2013, yeah. You could have heard that song on the radio in English, unfortunately, and no one would have known it was a Eurovision song. I think it was a really good effort from Montenegro, and was really sad it didn't qualify, because I think it should. Probably one of my favourites of that time. And Stuart, I'm going to come to you again. Poor D-Moll this year.
Yeah, D-Moll. I mean, I think that's probably, looking back, knowing now that Montenegro's sitting out this year, it might have been a sign of it because uh, there really wasn't any staging with that. It was them up there with not much else. They were kind of in a line. There was a little bit of choreography, I suppose, but yeah, maybe that was because they just didn't have the money to put forward for it. But I think that D-Moll definitely found their following, and it had charm. It's hard to look at what they presented and be like and think negatively upon it. It was nice.
Yeah,
But they
I
did
mean,
improve it with the revamp. Remember when they added the
Yes,
traditional instrument? That was amazing.
that was
yeah.
a
Yeah.
very good revamp.
Love the revamp of that song, but Jess, maybe something missing again in a field of really really good songs this year in Tel Aviv. Maybe it just didn't have the wow factor.
Yeah, I think I kind of have to agree with Stuart in that there wasn't really much staging and it was mostly just them kind of having fun dancing around on stage. But in terms of the song, compared to what it was up against, it was maybe one of the weaker entries. So even with the revamp, still didn't stand a chance against the big hitters. But for me, I think, they obviously had so much fun on stage. They looked like they enjoyed their whole time there. And I guess so taking part that counts, that's what they say. So
But that's what it's all about, isn't it? They were so young. They were all so talented individually as vocalists. They really, really enjoyed their time and took the experience for what it was. And it's a great opportunity to go on a huge stage, represent your country. Only a handful of people in Montenegro have ever done that on a Eurovision stage. So they should be proud of themselves. And I don't think they even came last, did they, in the semi-final?
no,
No,
they
that was
actually ended up, they did better than Portugal, which is an interesting
Really?
fact.
and they did
Yes,
better than Darude, which is another
yes.
interesting fact.
Superstar
The
DJ.
power of D-Moll.
Karins, you're saying you will miss Montevideo. Yeah, obviously the national final that's been held. I know it was held this year. I can't remember if it was held.
And last year.
It was last year as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was a really good song as well that they had in this year's by Andrea someone that a lot of people
Yeah.
thought should have qualified and gone to Tel Aviv, because again it was kind of a very modern entry from Montenegro, and probably would have been one of the more modern songs at Eurovision this year. But yeah, maybe they made the wrong choice, but we got to meet D-Moll, so we're very happy about that. Guys, if you are just joining us, we're talking about Montenegro withdrawing from Eurovision today. They're not going to be in Rotterdam. They've left the party. We're hoping it's a temporary thing and they will be back in 2021. Guys, it's probably a good chance for them maybe to go away, think about their participation going forward and come back with a bang. We've seen great comebacks in the past. Bulgaria, I think, when they came back with Polly, look at the success that brought them, and now they're coming back to Rotterdam this year. I'm trying to think of some other countries that have come back with a bang as well. Maybe they need this break for a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. And as you said, we've seen a lot of really great comebacks, and we know that this has happened with Montenegro before, where they've stepped out and have come back. So it isn't to say that this is permanent. And hopefully, maybe D-Moll can campaign to campaign the broadcaster to bring it back for 2021. Who knows?
Well, a couple of you in the live chat have mentioned about Hungary withdrawing. So we've not had official confirmation yet from the broadcaster that Hungary have withdrawn. It's looking like they have. They kind of put out this statement about ADAL and how that's not going to be the method to choose a Eurovision song. They're going to focus on local music and local artists and local promotion. So no mention of Eurovision, but we've not had 100% official confirmation. So I think we will be very sad if Hungary do withdraw. It's looking like they probably have or they will. But we're just waiting for that official announcement, guys. We have to say hello as well to Olympic Song Contest. Hello to you. Thank you for joining us from Hrvatska, Croatia. CR7 as well. You've mentioned Vicky Gabor in Poland. You're hoping she's going to bring it home again, and maybe we'll be at Junior Eurovision in Poland again next year. We will see. But so many great entries. Jess, you know all the entries. You've reacted to them all.
I have, yes.
It's going to be a tough one to call this year again, I think.
I know there's quite a couple of strong songs that I think will be in contention to win, Poland being one of them, so fingers crossed.
CR7, we'd love to know, are you going to be in at Junior Eurovision this year? Are we going to get to meet you? Because we're going to be there.
Yes.
We hope we do get to meet any of our Polish viewers. Euroboy 4, you're asking us about Andrea Demirovic from 2009.
That is
Clara can sing this.
Yeah, just get out of my head. Yeah, that's my favorite Montenegro entry of all times.
I'm sure that was a Ralph Siegel.
Really?
I'm
think
pretty
it
sure
might have been, yeah.
someone in the live chat might be able to say. I'm pretty sure Ralph Siegel, who's like the king of Eurovision songs, he's probably written more than, I think he's written the most Eurovision songs.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
More than Thomas Jason?
Huh?
More than Thomas Jason?
Many more. We're talking like 30 plus, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And quite a few Valentina Monetta's songs for San Marino were written by him.
He's
Alexander
pretty much
Pagel.
the king of San Marino.
Yeah. He's a
Maybe
saint.
Maybe he should go himself to represent San Marino.
Yeah.
Has anyone? Can he sing? Like, does anybody know if he can sing?
I don't think he's a singer. I was actually lucky enough to meet him in Kiev, actually, and I spent a whole afternoon with him. We were drinking, and I had so many stories from him. I mean, the guy is a legend. He's he's been to so many Eurovisions. He will tell you the story of every song, how he met the artist, how he got them involved. If you ever get the chance,
him?
well, I'd love to. I mean, but there was there's a lot we spoke about off camera as well. But he's a legend. We'd love to see him back at Eurovision. I'd love to meet him again. Hello as well. Joining us now, we've got IRL RMESC. A couple of you mentioned about Moldova. I don't think Moldova normally do a big announcement about their participation.
No.
I think they normally just end up on the list. So we've not heard anything to suggest that Moldova won't be there. In Rotterdam, but Hungary again, we're pretty much unsure. Deep, you're saying that there's 2 artists that have been announced for Australia Decides. Yeah, one of them is Vanessa Amorosi, which
absolutely everybody, absolutely everybody in the whole wide world.
Well, yeah. A great artist to have for Australia Decides. You can go to the Eurovoxx website, www.eurovoxx.net, and you can read about it. We've got an article on there about the 2 artists that have been chosen already for Australia. Everyone's getting in there early this year, don't you think? We're getting
it's a nice early contest.
It feels like. I mean, maybe the Dutch are always on time. I don't know.
Did you guys know that the first potential song is already released? We just don't know which one it is.
Really?
Oh,
how come?
I believe it was Vanessa, the one who was just announced for Australia. I believe it was her who just released an album, and she said that the song that she'll be taking to Australia Decides is one of those.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm going to have to go and give that a listen then. Emily, you're talking about Christmas now, Emily. Festival the Kunges, I never say it right. That is a Eurovision fans' Christmas day. So the 22nd of December is when the final of FIK is, and we're going to have our first entry. Guys, that's like, how is that, like 6-7 weeks away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
OMG. The circle starts again. We're gonna
get busier and busier and busier.
Oh, guys, the bags under my eyes just get worse every year.
Let's say goodbye to our life right now as we know it.
Yeah.
Starting again.
Can't wait for FIK. But guys, that's us on Montenegro withdrawing from Eurovision. I think unanimously we're very sad. I don't like it when any country withdraws. It would be great to have a full house, because I think the maximum we can have is 40. 45 or 46, 45. Someone will know and can let us know in the comments. But yeah, we'd love to hit that number. So we need some newbies joining us. If people like Montenegro are withdrawing, we need some newbies to join the song contest, please. But do let us know in the comments. What is your favourite Montenegrin Eurovision entry? Is it like me? Is it Adio? Is it like Jess? Is it? I can't remember which your favourite was, Jess.
It's actually Adio.
Adio. Or like Stuart, is it Igranka? Na. And Clara, I don't know what yours was. Oh, Andrea.
2009. Yeah.
So they have had some great entries. So yeah, do let us know in the comments, guys. Also, don't forget to go to our Facebook page, give us a like, tweet us on Twitter, find us on Instagram, and subscribe. Wrong side. Subscribe. I can never find my cushion when I need it. You need to subscribe to the Eurovoxx channel. But otherwise, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been great to catch up with you all. And go on, Clara. We're getting used to you singing it. You and Jess, you can sing us out.
Do you know any goodbye song?
Quickly.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye. Time to say goodbye.